So, brand new show this week, guys. So let's hear some sketch ideas. Lauren, you want to go first?
Sure. So I have this idea where Jesus wins the Super Bowl and then thanks himself.
That's great. Let's find a way to mock Tim Tebow for being a virgin, and then let's put it on the air. Great.
I have a similar idea. Moses comes down with the Ten Commandments, and he's explaining the Ten Commandments to the Israelites. And but he says that in some instances you can worship idols because his dad runs an idol business. So he's like, those idols can,
Got him. That's edgy. Let's
maybe
do that.
other ones too. I don't
That's
know.
funny. Good. Okay.
I have an idea. Okay, so what if the Hindu god Ganesh, you know, the elephant, what if he only answers prayers if you feed him peanuts from your hand? Like an elephant.
That's hilarious, Ben. Good job.
Okay, well, I have another one.
Okay.
Okay, this is for a sketch called Magical Underwear.
Oh, I love it already.
So what if sacred Mormon undergarments grant you 3 wishes unless they contain alcohol or caffeine?
Okay. What if a guy's working at a toll booth, okay? Car pulls up, he looks in, and it's the Prophet Muhammad, and he... What'd I say?
The BS of A with Brian Sack.
Good evening and welcome to the BS of A. I'm your host, Brian Sack, and I'm very excited because tonight we're talking about the upcoming third and final presidential debate with representatives from both the Romney and Obama campaigns. We'll get their thoughts on what you might see. With me, Mitch Kaminow, Communications Director for Barack Obama, and Diane Cerisi, Director of Southeastern Operations for the Romney-Ryan campaign. Welcome to both of you.
Great to be here, Ryan.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, obviously the campaigns have been prepping very, very hard for this final important debate. Mitch, what is President Obama's plan going in?
Well, look, you know, the president obviously wants to state his case as best he can, but let's not expect too much. Remember, Mitt Romney is a very skilled public speaker. He's a corporate leader, and he's been through a lot of these debates this year. So no matter what actually happens in the debate, I think you're going to find people saying that Mitt Romney won.
All right, Mitch, I'll be honest, that sounds a little defeatist.
I don't know.
Diane, what is the Romney strategy?
First off, Brian, I need to address Mitch's accusations. I've met privately with Governor Romney several times. I've been really taken aback by his halting speech, his difficulty with subject-verb agreement, and the general scattershot quality of his thought process. So his opponents can accuse him of being a very skilled speaker, but really, if he manages to just stagger out of that auditorium with his shirt on, we're going to consider it a Romney win.
Okay, it seems like you're both kind of trying to set the stage for...
Brian, if I might just interject here. You know, one of the things we're not even considering is the relative quality of the two candidates' ideas. President Obama is a blank person, and what plans he does have for this country are explicitly to ruin it. So basically, any debate situation where he doesn't threaten the lives of all American children is going to be considered a big Democratic win.
I think you're being a little bit slippery there, Mitch. I speak on behalf of everyone at Romney 2012 when I say that I agree wholeheartedly with President Obama and his vision for the future of the nation.
He's a Kenyan.
We detest Mitt Romney, okay? Everybody does who's gotten to know him. So viewers who see Mitt Romney in the upcoming debate and then don't destroy their televisions can probably be counted on to vote for Romney in November.
Okay, unless I'm mistaken, you're both hoping that voters go into these debates with the absolute lowest of expectations for your candidate.
Okay, where did you get that?
Come on, not at all. My only expectation for Obama is that he'll urinate all over the stage, yell Baba Booey, praise Karl Marx, and then storm off. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Brian, I think the expectations for Romney should be just as high as they would be for any dull plutocrat who burns money like autumn leaves and just today started reading at a 3rd grade level.
Okay, please, think of President Obama as like a half-white member of the Washington Generals. You know,
Taking on Mitt Romney's team of Asian quadriplegics. What I'm
heart.
saying is that's the worst basketball team ever.
No, they have heart.
May the best man win, I guess.
Yeah,
Mitt Romney.
Him,
Mitt
Obama.
Romney.
We'll be right back.
When the United States goes bankrupt in 2013, only one thing will keep America's enemies at bay.
Grenade.
Are you sure, soldier? These things cost like 35 bucks.
Think about it. We could probably trade that in for some pants.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm joined tonight by three very special guests, three experts, if you will, to discuss some issues in the news that are of interest to me. My first guest is the supersonic sky jumper who just broke the world record for the highest altitude jump and the greatest free fall velocity, the closest thing we have to a space program right now, Felix Baumgartner. Welcome. Woo! And next, an undecided voter and mailboxes, etc. employee from Long Island, New York, who participated in this week's town hall presidential debate. Please welcome Owen Wurzburg.
Dear Brian Sack, thank you for having me. I hope to bring a fresh perspective to this enlightening debate.
All righty, thank you, Owen. And finally, she was one of Hollywood's brightest upcoming female stars from 9 years ago. You know her from movies such as Herbie, Fully Loaded, and Mean Girls. Please welcome Lindsay Lohan. Welcome, Miss Lohan.
What?
Welcome, Miss Lohan.
Oh.
How are you?
Great, thank you. I'm making a comeback.
All righty then. Let's talk about the NYPD's stop and frisk policy, which essentially means that the police can, without any probable cause, stop primarily black or Hispanic people on the sidewalk who are just minding their own business and frisk them, and as I've seen in some videos, rough them up in some cases. What do we make of this? We want to fight crime, but is this a way to do it, Felix?
I don't know, man. You know, like, I wish cops would stop me. Can you imagine? That's like one of the few things I haven't done, fight a bunch of cops. Oh, man, I'd love to suck down, like, 18 Red Bull and just go at it with a bunch of cops, see if I can steal their gun.
That's a felony, I would think.
I hope so.
Woo! Oh, boy. Lindsay, do you have an opinion on this?
They just need to leave me alone.
Not you. I'm talking about the black and Hispanic youth.
Well, the youth?
Yeah, well, the kids who are being stopped and frisked without any probable cause other than looking black or Hispanic and walking down the street.
Well, that sounds terrible.
It's,
I feel like I totally relate to that.
You relate to being just
Yeah,
persecuted?
like everywhere I go, the cops are just there. I like run into a tree with my car, the cops are there. I have
Well, that's, I mean,
cocaine on
because
me, the
if you
cops
run
are
into a
there.
tree with your car, you've actually, you have an accident and the police have a reason to show up.
I don't think
But
so.
if you're just walking down the street.
I don't think so.
You don't think so. Owen, you have a position on this? NYPD stop and frisk policy.
The events of September 11th, 2012 were a grim reminder of the harsh realities of the world and a tragedy. To think that because it's election season, these terrorists may have scored political points for one side or the other in addition to shooting innocents is a tragedy of its own.
Okay. That's a different topic you were responding to? You were, the NYPD stop and frisk policy. That's okay. I mean, that's...
As a citizen of Melville, New York, I am of two minds about the stop and frisk practices of New York police officers.
You are of two minds. And what's one of those minds that you are of? Are you for or against it? Do you think this is a good way to go policing? Do you think it's alienating the community, particularly blacks and Hispanics in the city? Do you think we're stopping crime by doing this?
In 1993, my brother-in-law was the victim of scammers who took from him $75 and watched us work to make our streets safer for hardworking citizens like David.
All right, Owen. Felix.
Yeah.
You're walking down the street. Two police
I'm
officers.
running.
Oh, you're running down the street. Well, let's say you're walking. For one moment in your life, you're sauntering down the street. Two cops just pull over, say, "Hey, buddy, stop right there," and they start going through your belongings, your pocket, your backpack, without any probable cause. You've been doing your jetpack, whatever. You've been doing nothing wrong. How do you feel? What do you do?
I'm juiced, man. I am ready for action. That's what I'm at.
In what way?
Oh, just like I feel it through my body like electricity, like pure electricity.
Are you
rushing
angry
through my
or
body.
you're being stopped and frisked? Are you
I
angry?
haven't felt emotions for quite a while. It's just been pure adrenaline.
Pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
Lindsay, the police stop you, start frisking you, going through your belongings, and you've done nothing wrong in this particular instance.
I never do.
Oh, well, that's arguable.
You just you blame your assistant and
Blame your assistant.
you get the hell out of there.
Owen, do you have a response to this?
First, they came for non-white teens, and I said nothing because I'm a middle-aged white man.
Great one. Thanks, Owen. We'll be right back.
Would you like to take advantage of our extended 3-year warranty? In the event that this DVD player fails, it will be replaced free of charge.
They say you're not supposed to, but I guess it's good to be safe, right?
Great. For only $5.99, you can add our price protection package. If the price of this DVD player goes down in our store, or if you find a competitor with a lower price, we'll match it.
No, I'm going to pass.
You sure?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in the conservative Congress warranty for this?
What?
Yeah, in the event that a Republican-controlled Congress bans any DVD you own because it offends and confuses all their moral sensibilities, you'll be refunded the full price of any banned DVDs that you own.
No.
This is at the top of the list.
No.
Would you be interested in our Democratic presidency guarantee?
What's that?
In the event that the Democrats take the White House again, you'll be refunded 15% of all future DVD purchases to compensate for the fact that your taxes will inevitably go up.
No, thank you.
They're definitely going to go up.
I know.
You sure?
Yes.
Would you be interested in George Lucas profiteering insurance?
Seriously?
If George Lucas re-releases any of his films in the next 3 years and it turns out to be worse than the original, you'll get the refund at full cost.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's a good call.
Governor Johnson, after careful consideration, we've decided to allow you to speak at the debate.
Brian, that is fantastic news. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's a list of topics you can't talk about.
This would be the Constitution.
And we are back. All right, guys, why don't you, when you hear a name that you're familiar with, just give me a shout out or hold up your hand. Virgil Good.
Oh, that's my dealer.
No.
No?
Ricky Anderson. Dr. Jill Stein.
DJ.
No.
DJ.
No.
Hey,
Governor
Owen.
Gary Johnson. Yeah, exactly. What, Owen? These are third-party candidates that you have not really heard about, have you?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
What's your opinion on a third party? Do you think it would be nice to have some other voices out there aside from Republican and Democrat offering very similar talking points on a regular basis? Would you like to hear from Dr. Jill Stein from the Green Party, or Gary Johnson from the Libertarian Party, or the Justice Party, or the Constitution Party? More parties, Lindsay. You're saying
Definitely.
more parties.
Yeah, because once you're at a place for like an hour, you gotta go.
You're not talking about political parties. You're talking about parties.
I mean, you can talk politics while you.
We are talking politics. Is the whole nature of the show and everything.
That's cool.
The more the better, I think. The more people you can get in a room with different opinions. Oh,
Yeah.
man, it reminds me of like just a one big brawl. I used to go to mosh pits and eat fireworks.
You ate fireworks in a mosh pit.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a daredevil. Owen, you seem like you have a question.
The only American whose political beliefs perfectly match my own are myself, and I am not called to public service. Therefore, I must vote for an imperfect vessel for my political goals.
You're sweating.
That's perfectly good. I mean, but are you happy with the two imperfect vessels we are being offered, or do you think they should throw these other people in the mix? Bring them into debates. Let them bring up issues that aren't being brought up by the two parties. What do you think about that, Owen?
I don't. I'm so glad to be here. If this is the case, I would rather choose one of the two major party candidates than a third or even fourth party option, and have the option to apply pressure to those who will be elected rather than dismiss as a fringe player content to sit on the sideline.
Okay, Felix, where do you stand? Third party? Felix?
Yeah, you know, I've only been able to hear one sound. That's the sound barrier, and I broke it.
I know. Well, congratulations.
I got a need for speed.
Me too. Do you have some?
Hey, guys. Hey.
No.
Does it bother any one of you that you've only heard these names just now? Lindsay? Does it bother you that you've only heard this just now, these names? Are you familiar with any of these third-party people? Their issues?
Bothers me. I already know who I'm voting for. Romney.
You voted? Yes, you did. You said that recently. You did announce you were voting for Romney. And why?
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian. I am not better off than I was 4 years ago.
You are definitely not.
Yeah, and it's the economy.
Yeah, that's it. That's the economy. Felix?
Want to see how long I can touch one of these light bulbs?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that after the show. Owen, you seem to have an opinion there. Maybe you're forming one right now.
First, they came for non-white teens, and I said nothing.
Nope. That's about stop and frisk.
What the?
Lindsay, what are you doing?
I haven't had water in 3 years.
All right, Linda.
Oh, good.
Linda, I am sorry, Linda.
Lindsay.
Let's wrap
That's
this
my
up
wife.
then. Oh. Thanks, guys, for your input. All right. This week's Under the Table sponsor is twoclowns.com. Derby and Lovely the Clowns gave us money so that I'd tell you that they don't just serve Michigan and the surrounding areas, they're also willing to travel the country to justify advertising on a nationally broadcast show. They do balloon animals, face painting, and a comedy and magic show. You know, clown things. It's 2clowns.com, and that's the number 2, not 2 spelled out. In fact, I put together this handy chart. So remember, it's not to the preposition or to the adverb or the number 2 spelled out. It's number 2clowns.com. We'll be right back. Lindsay,
What?
you all right?
Can we go?
Nope.
Are we going now?
Nope.
Military! I guess I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
And now, the Glenn Beck Show highlight of the week.
He died.
Oh, that is so funny.
The Glenn Beck Show highlight of the week is brought to you by 2clowns.com. Have clowns, will travel. Visit 2clowns.com for more information.
Let's pick a word from the word tree. Here you go, Liberty.
The word is citizen. A citizen is a native or naturalized member of a nation who owes allegiance to its government.
Kids, you are citizens. Your parents are citizens. Even your neighbors are citizens. Do your neighbors have a cleaning lady named Rosa who doesn't speak English very well? And do you see your neighbors paying Rosa in cash every week? Email Liberty the Penguin and let him know.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you taking this meeting. And I got to say, I have a couple of clowning gigs that I think would be great for you.
No.
Why you say no like that?
I do not want to be a clown.
Well, I got bad news for you, man. You are a clown.
No, there's no point in being a clown. Have you been to 2clowns.com?
No? What is that, like TWO?
No, they couldn't get that domain. It's number 2clowns.com.
Okay, what is at number2clowns.com?
Well, you've got 2 clowns.
Yeah.
Derby and Lovely, and they make me look like a schmuck.
Okay, first thing is, please respect that. And also, just how do these 2 clowns make you look like a
schmuck?
A jerk.
I'll tell you. All right, take a look at their work here. That's their balloon work.
Okay, this is a great balloon. Symmetrical dog, blue balloon, long tail, poodle. It's great.
Yeah. Okay, now look at mine.
Yeah, you didn't do anything to this balloon.
No, I did. That's a cigar. Yeah. Okay, nobody gets me. That's the problem.
Cigars aren't fun.
All right, look at Derby and Lovely's face painting work.
That's really good face painting, actually. That's a great lion. Scary, you got the teeth. That's an A1 job.
Sure, but it makes mine look subpar.
Oh, God, Brian, you painted a swastika on this kid's head.
No, that's an Indian good luck symbol. But you tried telling that to the parents. Worst bar mitzvah ever.
Did you? Okay, that's awful.
You know what? Not even my horn is funny anymore.
Hepatitis alert.
Okay, man, I don't know. Please don't blow that horn here or anywhere.
And once again, Derby and Lovely upstage me.
Okay, there's a tiny gun. When you shoot it, a thing comes out, says bang.
Yeah, but it doesn't shoot bullets.
Oh, okay. I don't want to touch that. Look, you're right. You shouldn't be a clown. Thank you for abandoning that.
That's why I'm here. I need a job that's perfectly suited for a lousy clown.
You know what? I think I do have one thing that might be good for you.
Hepatitis alert. 2clowns.com, providing Southeast Michigan with award-winning family entertainment for over 23 years. Mention the BS of A for a $25 discount.
Go military!
Those are very expensive. I'm so sorry.
And we are back with Felix, Owen, and Lindsay. All right, let's talk about weird names. Zogby, Rasmussen, Gallup, Quinnipiac, Pew. Do you know what any of those mean? Yeah, they're polls. Apparently, to have a poll, you have to have a strange name. So, polls. I mean, every day, different poll, different person up, different person down. Nobody believes the results if they don't benefit their candidate. If they do, everybody says, "Oh, hooray, poll." Yeah, no, poll.
Pills?
Polls.
Pills?
Polls.
Oh.
Poll, like Quinnipiac poll, like a survey of people.
The pew is like a bench.
Pew is a bench in a church. It's also a poll. Gallop is what horses do. It's also a poll. Zogby sounds like a game you'd play with a mallet. Now listen, Felix, do you have any polls you'd like to throw at us? Because everybody's got a poll these days. You got a poll?
Am I falling right now?
You're not falling. You're sitting in a chair in a studio in New York.
Yeah, I got a poll. How fast do you want to go?
Okay. Is that like a yes or no poll, or is this you're looking for a particular
To write
number?
in. You can write it in.
I mean, I'm happy with
Probably
70.
not enough paper, though, for all the zeros you're going to need.
No, I don't go above 75 on the Taconic.
Oh, weak, man.
Owen.
I sneeze faster than that.
I'm sorry. I don't live life on the edge like some people. Owen? Any polls? You
Yeah.
want just make up a poll. Give me a poll.
True or false? Melville, New York mailboxes, etc. is your one-stop shop for shipping and printing.
False. Because I don't live in Melville.
That's good.
All right, Lindsay, give me a poll. Throw a poll at me, Lindsay. That's a weird noise. Owen, would you kind
She
of?
licked my head.
She's making a weird noise.
Lindsay?
Just give me a.
Loan?
Lindsay.
Ms. Loan?
Lindsay.
Ms. Loan?
Lindsay.
Oh, she's flatlining.
What?
Yeah,
she's flatlining.
What does that mean? She's
the
dying?
greatest rush. She's
What?
crossing over.
She's colder than
Oh my
the room
God!
is
Seriously?
right now. She's like generating coldness.
Is she? She's cold?
Woo! Yeah, Lindsay. Go!
Her heart's going a million miles a
Yeah,
minute.
that's the downside of that kind of lifestyle. I mean, I guess this is a lesson to everybody out there that, hard living you do pay the price. I mean, Owen, do you have any final words for Miss Lohan?
I loved her. She licked my head. I didn't know her for very long, but we bonded. Is this it? I can't eulogize this woman.
Felix, eulogy, quick, hurry.
I thought I was the greatest daredevil until I saw that.
Until she died in front of you. Okay, that's all the time we have for tonight's episode of the BS of A. Please join us next week for a brand new episode. You can like us on Facebook in the meantime, or love us on Twitter. Good night, America, and Austria. Woo! Is she really dead? She's really dead. I don't know what we do. We call somebody?
I was told to answer political questions in an interesting way.
Okay, but I guess we call 911 or something. Felix is completely indifferent.
Wish I could die right now.
Just tap
Can you
her.
imagine how rough?
Tap her tummy or something.
What does that even mean?
Check her pulse. Check her pulse.
Belly?
Check her pulse.
I'm not going to touch
Check
a
her pulse.
stranger's belly.
Check the pulse. Just